Hey guys, this is me, 82 of War. Today, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about some news. And this is a video that I think is very interesting. And today we'll be discussing you guys about the Ballon d'Or changes. So as you guys can see right here, guys, I'm in the ESPN article, and today we'll be reading with you guys about this article and give you guys my perspective of this whole thing. So like I said, guys, very interesting indeed. So let's go ahead and read what it says here. So it says right here, the Ballon d'Or will go through a number of reforms ahead of the next ceremony. It was announced on Friday. Paris Saint-Germain forward Lionel Messi received the award for record extending seventh time in November, while Barcelona's Alexia Putellas claimed the Ballon d'Or Feminine. However, it was Messi's victory that led to controversy after he picked up the award ahead of Bayern Munich's Robert Lewandowski and Liverpool's Mohamed Salah. As a result, France Football's editor-in-chief Pascal Ferry confirmed in L'Equipe that there will be four new changes to the four new changes for the award. Firstly, the award period will fall in line with the main European season rather than the entire calendar year. This year's award will only take into account the performance of footballers during the 2021-2022 campaign, which ends with the Women's Euro 2022 tournament in the summer. As a result, performances for the men's 2022 World Cup in Qatar in November-December will only be taken into account for the 2023 awards ceremony. Secondly, as well as journalists involved in the voting, former Chelsea and Ivory Coast star Didier Drogba has been added to the process. Drogba will also be joined by Jurgen Nogok and Czech junior Karolina Hervicki to compile a more structured list of nominees. Thirdly, only represent the first 100 countries in the FIFA rankings for the men's award and first 50 for the women's will be permitted to vote. Lastly, the criteria for deciding the winner have changed, as well as the award will not only consider a player's individual performance, it also take into account collective performance, the class of a player, and their fair play record. Most importantly, a player's reputation and performance of previous years will not be considered when voting for the winner. So that I feel is a bit better. I like the changes, guys. And you guys know that I've not really been the biggest, huge advocate of the Ballon d'Or. I've never really taken the awards that seriously. You guys have known it. And I think this is the award that is very fair. That this season, it is going to basically be structured only club-wise. There's going to be no international tournaments to take place this summer. None of that whatsoever. And I think this will be a very good opportunity to see it be fairly reflected. Because I feel as though for the last club season, the two main candidates, in my opinion, Robert Lewandowski, Lionel Messi. I know Mohamed Salah was also a candidate, but he never really was in my consideration to win. It was down to those two, right? And the reason why I think Messi won the Ballon d'Or is not because of his club season, but rather because of that Copa America. I think that Copa America for him was something huge for his player career and in general. And I just think that for me, the fact that he won that for the first time in his career, an international trophy, I think was monumental. It was a huge, huge accomplishment for him. And I think because he finally won that, he was able to finally relax and finally, finally be recognized for what he's been doing. Because had he not won the Copa America, I think things would have turned out very differently. I think Lewandowski would have won it, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think he would have won it. But I don't know, man. It's hard to say. And now with this way being done, I think it's now a better idea because, for me, it never really made sense why it was based on the calendar year. Because for me, we don't really go by calendar years. Football doesn't start in January, ends in December. It starts in August and it ends in May. Okay? Like, it just doesn't make sense why that was taken into consideration. And we were talking this on Discord yesterday, Discord call on a server. And me and my friends were discussing it. And I do agree with my friend in that he believes that it just doesn't make sense, and I do agree with that. Like, why would it be in a calendar year? Because, like I said, it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. So it was nice to see they actually reflected the changes the day after we discussed, which was pretty interesting, And I like the fact that you also have the first 100 countries. I just think that for me that and as well as makes it very interesting because generally speaking, when you get to the 101st and those kind of rankings, generally the nations don't really have that kind of what I like to say. They aren't as familiar or really caring about football as their number one sport, or they're not really paying attention too much, in my opinion. Let's look at the FIFA rankings right now. Let's look at the FIFA rankings and let's look at which nation is 101st and those kind of things. Let's look at that right now, guys. Okay, so as you guys can see, 101st. So we're gonna scroll all the way down to 100. Okay. So as you guys can see, 101st consists of countries like Trinidad, Tobago, Madagascar, Kenya, India, Cyprus, Estonia, Sierra Leone, Korea DPR, Kosovo, Namibia, New Zealand, Thailand, Guinea-Bissau, Niger, Tajikistan. Yeah, guys, it's fair to say that many of these nations that are ranked this low are probably they don't really have the infrastructure or they're not having that much interest in football, you know. And I think that if you're ranked so low, you probably don't deserve to vote on this because you probably don't have that much interest or you don't have the infrastructure, you know. And so, like I said, I think it makes sense at the same time, and I think it makes sense because, like I said before, guys, I feel like some people like for those other nations like Tajikistan, these kind of nations, they only just look at the trophies and they just vote. Oh, okay, I see you won a trophy. There you go. There you go. But when they actually don't actually know what the performances have been. So I think for me that's a very interesting as well. And I like how they took the like the individual performance. I always hate the fact that when they talked about the Ballon d'Or, they never talk about. They always bring the collective thing into it. For example, let's say there's a player that's been scoring 50 goals, 100 goals, but it doesn't amount to any trophies. Then that player is not taken into consideration. Like I look at Benzema, for instance, in my opinion. Even as a Barca fan, I'll admit I think Benzema for me has been one of the best players ever last season, and the fact that he didn't really win any significant trophies was the reason why he was never really in consideration to win, just because of the fact he never won trophies to begin with, which I find to be very bizarre. You know, I know he won the Nations League, but the Nations League is not anywhere near like a prestigious as like a Champions League or the Euros nor the Copa America, that kind of thing. And so for me, like I said, guys, I just think for me it's very, very weird to say in that kind of way. And I also like this last point, guys. The last point I think is very good. It's that more point players' reputation, performance in previous years will not be considered. That's always what I felt, guys. I feel like it always was like that people just don't like change. People just like, okay, well, we'll just vote Messi, and okay, and then we have to change. We'll just vote Ronaldo. It was always like a back and forth kind of thing. And so that's why for me, guys, I think this is a great, great gesture. And I think it's a great move from France Football, man, for actually to finally change this thing. Change the way the Ballon d'Or is structured. And I think it makes sense, man. I think it very much makes sense. And I think if I had to give you guys some front runners for this year's guys, this season's, I'm going to say Benzema for me is the front runner. I think Benzema for me has a very good chance to win it. And I honestly think he's my favorite to win. I think he is in a great position, man. As long as he continues to do these performances. Salah's also up there, but I think for me, if whoever wins the Champions League, I think has a very good chance to win. So, let's just see who wins the Champions League, which team wins the Champions League this season. So, it'll be very interesting to see what happens there. But, that's pretty much about it, guys. Like I said, guys, just want to give you guys my quick thoughts about this video, guys. Sorry, it's coming out very late, guys. It's coming very late for you guys. In around an hour's time from now, I actually be doing a live stream for you guys. So if you guys are actually watching the day, at the time of this recording, which right now for me is like 7 to 5, so I'll be streaming today at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and today we'll be doing a debate show of should European leagues alter their format to have playoffs, which I think is a very interesting discussion to have. So, that's pretty much about it for today. So, hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Make sure you guys comment down below your thoughts, like the video as well if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new around here, and make sure you guys tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll be reading those comments. So, make sure you guys comment down below your thoughts, and yeah, make sure you guys turn notifications on, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Remember to check out my Mouth Plus list description below my Twitter, Discord, email, and Twitch, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.